With its mobile app and booking engine, our next demonstrator has created a unified platform for booking and managing all forms of ground transportation worldwide. Please welcome Alex Mashinsky from GroundLink.
Hi, great to be here, and we saw a lot of companies from the West Coast. We are actually from New York, so it's a little bit of Silicon Valley versus Silicon Alley. So let's see how well we'll do. So every hotel, every airline is looking for ancillary revenues. They try to sell pillows, they try to charge for bags, sell you Wi-Fi in the room, get you into the spa. One of the largest categories for ancillary revenues is ground transportation. It's a very difficult category, and that's why no one has done it to date. But we believe that we cracked it, and after 5 years of being at it, we're here to share with you what we've done. So GroundLink is, in effect, an open table for ground transportation. Just like you can go and order any restaurant, set a booking, and be sure that there'll actually be a table waiting for you. We do exactly the same thing for taxis, limos, shuttles, public transport, and so on. And our mission is really to add this tab, the ground transport tab, to every website. There's about over 3,000 websites selling travel today, and almost none of them have this option. So what we've done is enabled all the technology necessary to make that work. So when I say to people we do ground transportation, they say, oh, so you're doing it in New York? We're like, no, we're doing it worldwide. Oh, you mean in the United States? We're like, no, we cover the world. If it's Afghanistan or Australia or Argentina, all the A's, all the B's, every country, everywhere we have a traffic light, we have service. We've partnered with some of the largest companies in the industry, and I invite you to visit Amadeus, for example. Amadeus One is demonstrating their API hookup with us, where we are in effect serving as the GDS of the information related to travel, to the ground transportation segment. So the difficult part was going and getting 45,000 suppliers worldwide, 45,000, to give us their information. None of these guys have ever worked with the GDS before. I mean, you can get a few hundred in the best case, but what we've done is actually collect what type of vehicle they have, what languages do their drivers speak, what the coverage areas is, and so on. So it's tedious, difficult work. We're also announcing today our partnership with Kayak and Continental Airlines. So both will be launching very soon. Kayak will be launching on their iPhone app. So the next time you update your iPhone app with the next release, we're just waiting for Apple to finish their checking. You'll be able to start booking ground transportation services with us handling all the transactions. Same thing with Continental. So why are we the industry leader? By far the largest network. This is an order of magnitude more than the next company, right? The largest player in the industry has about 550 affiliates. Sorry, 2 orders of magnitude. I have to check my math. Over 2,000 transactions processed to date. So it's everything from world leaders to cheerleaders. It's everything from armored vehicles in Afghanistan to just a simple taxi in New York City. And the experience of actually processing all of that for multiple of customers, multiple of vendors, multiple of partners is what's difficult, is understanding, building a system that can handle all forms of transactional, all specialty vehicles, as well as easy stuff. We actually process transactions in 172 countries. Just last month, we had jobs done in Lebanon and in Afghanistan, as I mentioned, and so on. Very difficult places where it's not just obvious. And in most countries, we actually manage transaction on a 1-hour advance notice. So you can book it, and within an hour, get a vehicle. 130 employees, both in Europe and in the United States. And we handle web, mobile, and voice transactions. So we still do it the old-fashioned way. You want to call us and book it, we still take the reservation. We serve over 300,000 retail clients. We have 2,000 corporate clients and over 100 partnerships that are in place. About 25 million in revenues, company's profitable, and we've raised about $16 million to date. So let me just show you a few websites here. This is a live demo. just to share with you some of the things that we can do. So for example, if I'm going to the Eiffel Tower, I don't need to spell, I can just put the name, it will actually understand what I'm trying to do. And I can just put, for example, a Paris airport or Paris downtown, the system will understand what I'm trying to do. So you don't need to actually have, well, or not. So I'll just put it in 1 second. So the system will show me all the options that are available. In this case, I'll pick up the Charles de Gaulle and go ahead with the transaction. Sorry about that. The problems of live demos, right? So I get all the options. I can select where I'm going to, and sorry about that. All right, let's do a different demo. So I'll just show you. Here is Royal Caribbean. Here's the JetBlue website. What we've done is really tight integration of the different capabilities. Here's Delta, for example, and Continental Airlines. So I can put, for example, I'm going from LAX to 90210. I can put a zip code. The system will go, it understands the pickup address, the drop-off address. It gives me all the options that are available, and I can then look, for example, for vans, for sedans, for taxis, and it will list all of the available options, including public transport options that are available between any two spots in the world. So what we've done is really geocode the information and then map that to all the providers that can cover that area and then display that information in real time. Also, I'd like to share with you our iPhone app. It's basically enables you to do a lot of booking in real time while you can see the vehicles that are available to you at any time. So you can book ASAP, you can book later. As you launch the app, the system understands where you are. You can pinpoint the exact pickup location. The system will then reverse match that, understand what the address is, and will find the closest vehicle. In this case, it found 80 vehicles. It will give you an ETA, in this case 2 minutes. You will see the car actually heading to your location. You can pick up a destination address. It will automatically assign a driver to you, give you a price. And as you get the vehicle, it will automatically decide what the waiting time is. So if you waited a little bit and there was a charge, the charge will not be determined by the driver arbitrarily. It will be determined by the system, because the system can actually calculate the pickup time. You can SMS the driver, you can talk to the driver or to one of our agents, and after a pickup is made, the clock stops on the waiting time, and you can instantly get the information and see the transaction of where you're going. Right, so you can see the destination. You can also share all of this with Twitter and Facebook, with your friends, share with them the itinerary, and so on. So we've built here, we really have the industry's most powerful API. We aggregate demand on the left side and fill it up with supply on the right side. And how you can work with us, you can work with us through an iPhone app, you can work with the website or through the API. And again, I invite you to visit our booth, and we'll be happy to share with you our demos. Thank you.
Any questions from the audience? How do you manage quality control with 45,000 suppliers?
Well, we, unlike many other companies in this business who just outsource to an affiliate, we actually track the individual driver in each transaction. So the affiliate has to give us the driver name, his license plate, his cell phone number, and after each transaction, the customer tells us, add the driver to my list, take the driver off my list. We collect all that information from the entire user base, and we can then decide, because it's not about good driver or bad driver, it's about matching the expectation of the customer to the expectation to the ability of the driver to deliver the service.
Do you have your suppliers keeping their inventory fresh, or do you have to do request reply?
We have real-time access to inventory. We are the GDS. We are the exclusive source for inventory, for pricing. So all of our suppliers interact with us on a daily basis, on every minute, accepting transaction, changing their pricing, availability, and so on. But it's all about having multiple providers in each city. Actually, all the providers. For example, in New York, we have hundreds of providers that we signed up versus most of our competitors who just have one provider per city, one affiliate per city.
For small companies that just have one or two vehicles, how do you encourage them to interact and keep that inventory current?
We've had no problems getting these guys to work with us. Actually, we are the easiest source of revenues for them. So when we show up and with Continental and Delta and Royal Caribbean and JetBlue customers, you know, it's like found money for them. So these people are on our network day and night.
What about people traveling to markets who want to talk to their driver in advance?
We can arrange for that. We had a recent case. We had Gaddafi, for example, when he spoke to the UN, we had to clear it through the Secret Service, through the FBI. Every driver had to be interviewed. We do all of that. Thank you.
Oh, time to vote. Okay, vote for question 1, please.